Hello. Atatomi here. Again, at another intersection of becoming. I am working with copper today. I work with copper a lot. My husband just mounted a lovely steel doohickey vise for me in the garage on a table. It's a movable table. It's a picnic table. It's not a picnic table. It's a, I don't know, makeshift. But it's movable, like I can sit outside, which is cool. I like that. Currently I'm sitting in the garage and I'm working on making jump rings. So this is another episode of Becoming. I'm recording right now, so I'm making jump rings. The first set that I've made.
Could I play outside with you?
Yes, you can, dear. Don't punch anybody in the face with those, please.
I know.
My stepson just made copper knuckles.
I'm not gonna do anything.
And he totally has this mischievous look on his face.
I'm not gonna do anything.
Yeah, I know you're not, because you'd be grounded for like the rest of your life. Don't hit anybody, I swear to goodness.
I know.
And don't hurt yourself. You say that, and then you come back with, you know, marks in your forehead. Please be careful. Look both ways before you cross the street. I forgot what I was, oh, jump rings, okay. Why is it so challenging to break paradigm? That's what I want to know. That's what we're talking about right now. Why is it so hard to break paradigm? Like this copper right here I'm about to break should be easy. Yay. Can we break paradigm just that easily? I want to break my money paradigm. I grew up in the paradigm where money was hard to make. I'm shifting to a paradigm where money is easy to make. Money flows to me easily and naturally. I don't know about that. But what I do know is that my husband brought me copper. And it's like the sweetest, coolest thing. This vise came to me easily and naturally. I told him I wanted one. I showed him this cheap one from Harbor Freight, and I was totally gonna go get it. And he was like, "What is that? No." And what does he do? After he finished his game, I don't know what he's doing, he got up and he came with me to Harbor Freight and he bought me this heavy duty vise. And that was really sweet. I'm working with this copper and I asked for, this is 8 gauge, no, this is 12 gauge copper. I asked for 8 gauge copper, no. I asked for 20 gauge copper or 16, something smaller. And he brought me salvage copper, set up the little stripper thing on the other end of this table over here. So I've got my little skinny copper now, so I can make connectors, and I can keep working on my projects. This is my I'm working on. It's like it reminds me of a voodoo doll. And it's not. I mean, it's a key of life, right? But I'm wrapping it, and just I don't know. I don't know when I will be done with it. Like, this overall size feels good. I like this side. This side needs some more TLC. I like how this feels, but this bottom part needs some more wrapping. And the top, around the top, I would love it to be thicker. I'm making this up as I go. This crystal feels really huge for this particular size. I'm 70% committed to this crystal and not switching it out. I could switch it out without actually any problem, but I really like this crystal. I like how big it is, and I'm convinced that one day I will have reached a place in my energy practice where I'll be able to channel energy through it. I don't know how far away I am from that, but you know, in the meantime, it's grounding. I really like that. My leg is really itchy, and I feel like it's because when I was sawing my jump rings, I got dust, copper dust on my skin, and my skin is irritated, and it's like microscopic almost. I can't see it. I can only just feel that my skin itches. Whatever. I'm just gonna hop in the shower at some point. So, these jump rings. I saw a YouTube video. It's the story of my life. I saw his YouTube video, and then I had to go try to make it. And realized it's a lot harder than it looks anyway. I have all the craft stuff from a junk journaling era that began the same way. Like, ooh, I could do that. First, let me go buy all this shit. I really think I like the shopping part better than the actual using it part. Anybody out there feel that way? So I'm in the space of moving past the initial dopamine spike and trying to actually do the thing, right? So this one we're doing came from a YouTube video that I saw. She was making a charm bracelet. Sorry, is it kind of funny that I'm distracted by my teeth? I started using tree bark, like a stick from India I got off Etsy. Because I saw something on Instagram. Anyway, yeah. Yeah, it's like, meh. It tastes terrible the first time you use it. I was like, this isn't working. I think it's working. I put the little stick in my bathroom, and I brush my teeth. It's normal. And then I use the stick. I don't soak the stick, but I wet it in water a little bit, try to make it a little bit softer. And then I just rub my teeth with it. That's literally it for a few minutes, sometimes more minutes than a few, sometimes less minutes than a few. I don't know. but it's made me start brushing my teeth longer, like with the toothbrush. And then I do the thing with the stick. So yeah, the thing with the stick. Recommend. This is the next phase of learning how to do jump rings. And at some point, I will learn how to solder because I have the stuff to solder. Husband got it for me. I don't know how to solder yet, but it'll happen. I'm confident it'll happen. She said to put 4 on. Wait, did she say to put 4 on? She said put 4 and I only put 3. Okay. Follow instructions there. Well, Lexi. Okay, we're gonna open it up. We're gonna I also noticed that these particular pliers I'm using are making little crimp marks. I'm not too thrilled about that. But this is just the first iteration. Oh my gosh, sawing the frickin' rings was so hard. Speaking of so hard, I went, no, get your mind out of the gutter. I went paddleboarding this morning and I was trying to stand up. And it's a lot harder than it looks. I've had a paddleboard for 2 years and I only just got on it 3 days ago because my husband went and bought a paddleboard for him and the kids to use, so because he has 3 children who encountered the sound of one of them with his copper knuckles. He's the youngest. We have another son and a daughter. So now we have 2 paddleboards, and we have a couple of like inner tubes. He also got a queen size air mattress so that we could all float along together. And oh my gosh, I absolutely love being on the lake. We went to the river yesterday. The river is really low. I'm in Monroe, Washington, and the river was really low, so it wasn't difficult to swim up, to float and paddle back. But I like the lake better for meditative purposes and just kind of chilling out and not having to worry about where I'm floating. If you're on a river, you kind of have to like pay attention and make sure you don't run into the bank or something. I did that in a kayak once and I got snaggled up in a tree and dumped, and then had the hardest time getting back in the effing kayak. So much so that I gave up on the whole institution and he sold the kayak, so I didn't get back in a kayak. Ironically, a paddleboard is closer to the water. But I really like it, so. And I'm sad he got rid of the kayaks. I'd do it again. It just takes me a while to develop trust again. You know? If you know, you know. All right. I feel like this one isn't quite right. What did I do wrong? I got it right the first time, see? Maybe it was just supposed to be 2. And then 1, and then 2, and then 1. All right. See, y'all are learning with me. This isn't like, oh, let me show you how to do this. This is hey, this is how to make all the mistakes at the same time, so that we show you the mistakes as they're happening. Right? That's the art of becoming. Because this whole showing up fully arrived and perfect and whatever, that's nice. I only ever do things I'm good at, which means that I used to do very little outside of my bubble. And then if I happened to do something that was good, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm good at this. It was a coincidence. Hey, look at this. Yay, it's real rough. But this is the first iteration of jump rings. I could use this still. I'm not worried about it. This will be great for hanging stuff in the garden or whatever. Who knows? It's something. And it's rough. But that's my first set of jump rings. It's my first jump ring chain. I feel like it should have been 2. This was 2. And that was 2. And this was 2. I think it was supposed to be 4 on each ring. I don't know. But I'm happy with this for the first one. Yeah, let's keep it going. Guys, we're just hanging out. Oh, this is so interesting. This looks like the intervals in which this has lines in it is very symmetrical. I think it's where it was wrapped, because it's coiled. It's not coiled, but it's like this. And maybe it was, oh, I know exactly what this is. I know exactly what this is. The stripper over there is a little too tight. He said he made it tight on purpose so that it would come off easier. It needs to be eased up by not even a 1/16 of an inch. It just needs to be eased up just. Needs a little finesse. Because it's cutting up the wire. How do you tell you're masculine? Can you ease this up just a little bit? Because it hurts the wire. Kind of like when you're coming in to show some affection and you twist those nipples a little too hard and then you get slapped. It's a little too rough. That's why it's all cut up over there. And he said it was impurity of the wire. If you know, you know. Thank you, honey. Let me make it a little bit more gentle. Enter divine feminine. Less force, more flow. All right. I'll end this one here. And make another one. Because we're in the art of becoming. And talking to the camera. And sharing, you know, what we're up to out here in the real world as we shift from what was known to what is unknown. I'm your guide, Editomi. Everybody calls me Lexi, except for when I put on Adatomi. And then when I put on my queen energy, you know, spray my clearing spray. It's grounding, clearing, frequency harnessing, moon water with a little bit of magnesium, a little bit of rose water, and a little magic. You can't see the magic inside. I can see the magic inside. It's beautiful. I guess you just have to be here. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna put some of these up in my Etsy store. The store that's open and vacant right now because I do all the setting up of the things and don't actually do anything with it. Anybody else have that? I said I was ending this message. Here's your sign. Do the thing. Use the stuff. Oh my gosh. It smells so good. XOXO.